get going.
Welcome back on the Fly pregame edition from Mellon Arena in anticipation of game number 3 of this Stanley Cup final. The NHL conducting an awards luncheon this afternoon. Alex Ovechkin on hand to receive his Art Ross and Rocket Richard trophies for leading the league in goals and points. Chris Osgood and Dominic Hasek win the Jennings. The Red Wings hadn't won that since 1996. And there is Matt Sundin receiving the Mark Messier Leadership Award from Mark himself. And we're pleased to be joined by the Maple Leaf captain right now. Matt Sundin, congratulations on an award that exemplifies leadership qualities on and off the ice. I know you and I talked about it earlier today, about your work off the ice in Toronto and how significant it is for you.
Well, it's getting an award like that from a guy like Mark Messier, arguably the best leader in the game. Certainly get that kind of recognition. I'm very proud of that, and it means a lot too off the ice. I think as my career's going on, I learned to recognize the importance of being a good role model too. So I'm very flattered of getting this award.
Well, let's looking at tonight's game or the series in general. I got to be thinking that you have a lot of interest in the Detroit Red Wings, a lot of fellow countrymen, a lot of Swedes on that team. Is that a good thing or bad thing for them?
Oh, well, it looks pretty good right now. You know, they haven't won anything, but you know, I think it's good. I think it's good for Swedish hockey. I think it's going to help Swedish young players get drafted, and it's going to get even a little more respect for Swedish hockey around the league. So I think it's a good thing for Swedish players.
You say that as if there still needs to be a change, that people deserve a little more respect. Why do you think that is?
No, but I think it's going to help young Swedish players get a even better chance to get into the National Hockey League. You know, if you see that you can win championship with that many European players on it, even a Swedish captain would be history too. It's going to open more doors.
How big is Zetterberg in Sweden right now?
Well, he's the upcoming guy. You know, Forsberg is old, Sundin is old, Lidström is getting up there. Sweden, we're worried about the new generations coming, but Zetterberg, these guys are showing that. Backstrom in Washington, they're showing there's a lot of young players coming up.
Now you have some choices to make this summer, of course, for your career. What take us through? What do you expect how it's going to play out this summer? Are you going to make a decision, or are you just going to forget about it for now?
No, I really understand. I need to make a decision in the next month or so. I hope to have a decision what I'm going to do with the rest of my career. Obviously, I do feel like Toronto's my home, and I want to see what's going to happen there with the management and coaches and everything, but we'll see what happens. I do have some big decisions to make here.
It's interesting because you were grilled by a lot of the Toronto media today about your future.
That never happens.
And of course, exactly. and around the trade deadline, you know, that same group was questioning, is it the right thing that he's doing as far as sticking with the team and not wanting to be traded? And the reason I say it's interesting is because of how Mark Messier presented the award to you today and how he thought you handled that whole situation so well in the midst of a season.
I think it's very individual. I think I visualized now for so many years to have success and have a chance to win a championship with Toronto, and I felt at the deadline I made a decision with my heart, and I think I can live with that. You know, I'm saying every individual is going to make a different decision, but that was the right one for me, and I have no regrets.
Well, I think, yeah, it's definitely the right decision. I was fortunate enough to play a couple of years with you in Toronto. Now you got to tell me, you know, was I the favorite guy you've ever played with?
There's no doubt about that. The best defenseman. How many rings do you have?
Well, I got 4. I think the last time I talked with you.
I know it's 3, but there you go.
And Matt, as much as an old friend and Gary Roberts is on one side, you're a little loyal to the countrymen tonight?
I sent a text message to Gary Roberts just not too long ago. I said, he better show me something here tonight. There's a big chance. Obviously a great friend, a great player, so I don't know who I'm going to cheer for tonight.
Thank you so much, and again, congratulations on a well-deserved honor.
Thanks for having me, guys.